So let me also say this about Linda Jamii. Linda Jamii has discovered that we have used violence for a long time. That's why Linda Jamii has decided to do civic education. We have done a peace run, like on 16th of December, we did a peace run at KICC, and we are planning to do a peace run in Nakuru here on 23rd of March to show people that violence is an Stone Age period. We do not want anybody to throw a stone at the police or at anything else, because Stone Age period is gone. Kenyans are very literate. At independence, we had no internet, we had no technology, we had no media, so we could fight physically. Now we are very educated population. We have internet, we have media, everybody is free to discuss what they want. Let us use the means that are of this modern age. Let us not use Stone Age period. But the reason why we are still here is that the people in government have stayed for too long. We have people who need to leave this government to allow fresh air to come in. That's why as young people we are trying to say, tunataka hewa mpya. Tunataka hewa gani? Mnataka hewa gani? Tunataka hewa mpya ili tuanze kufanya vitu zetu na teknolojia ya kisasa. Teknolojia ya Stone Age ilipita. Stone was discovered long time ago. Now we have discovered technology. Let's use it. And I want to tell you Kenyans, let us use non-violent means, because non-violent is more powerful. Violence is like rape. You get an instant justice, but it's not lasting. We want to have justice, use dialogue, talking to each other, brother and sister, from the same mother, from the same father. So Linda Jamii Marathon will take place on 23rd of March, 2024, here in Nakuru, another the same day in Kisumu, the same day in Mombasa, and the same day in Eldoret, so that we can preach peace. This is going to be something that is so important to Linda Jamii. So we go to Eurobond. Now, I think Kenyans have heard that the Kenya government should pay the Eurobond and the Eurobond is due. And people wonder, what is a Eurobond? Let me first of all tell you, the word Eurobond is very misleading. People might be thinking that Eurobond means that Europeans from Europe borrowed us money and brought to Kenya. That is not the case. Eurobond is not a geographical thing. It is about a currency. Why am I trying to say so? The Eurobond simply means that the Kenyan floated a debt bond based in currency which is euros. So any investor, when you hear Eurobond investors, anyone could take their own euros, put them in a technology and wire to treasury. So Eurobond does not mean we owe Europeans money, because they are using it to threaten us that if we default, the country will be blacklisted by ourselves, because financial institutions, among other institutions abroad, wired money in euros to Kenya, to treasury, so that it can be used. So by misleading it, thinking that we borrowed money in Europe, we need to pay back to Europeans, no. Anybody can be able to be an investor in Eurobond. And I know banks in this country. In fact, why people are saying the Eurobond should not fail, some of them own those banks that borrowed the Kenyan money in euros, and therefore they need their money back. That's what I'm telling you. If we default, Kenyan economy will not collapse. It is those banks who borrow the Kenyan money that will collapse. So don't be threatened with it, because if this thing collapses, Kenyan economy can collapse, but Kenyans cannot collapse, because this government does not feed you, it does not pay for you school fees, it does not pay for you health care, and Eurobond should not threaten you that Americans or Europeans will come and take over the country. No, the truth of the matter is that money was borrowed to Kenya in the currency called euros. You can also have euro dollar, meaning that the money was borrowed to you in dollars and euros. So it has nothing to do with Europe. And let us get this very clearly. And let us not be threatened or misled that this money is being paid to foreigners abroad. There are people who stole money in Kenya, put them in the banks here in the country, and borrowed it to us in euros. You understand me? And in fact, some people stole that money from somewhere else. They took Kenyan money somewhere else. They put them in financial institution here in euros and borrowed to us. It is a way for them to enrich themselves. So as I can tell you, Eurobond is something that should not threaten you just with the word euro. The issue is that it's just a debt like any other debt, but was in a currency called euros. It has nothing to do with Europe. It only has something to do with the currency. Is that clear?